Throughout my adult life, I've become more and more aware of the importance of communication, not only in my relationships and of those around me, but in my life, work study, and as a member of my community. Good communication makes a huge difference to the quality of our lives and relationships with those we live with, work with, and interact with daily. As I became more and more interested in the dynamics of how humans relate and interact, I began to notice the results of positive, effective communication in contrast with poor communication between people. In this book, I will focus mainly on communication within personal and intimate relationships. However, many of the topics, techniques, and understanding discussed here can also apply to wider relationships. It took me many years to better understand the importance of good communication, or realized that a lack of good communication was often the main source of problems in my relationships, or those of friends, family, and other couples I knew. As I studied the causes of many relational issues, I discovered and understood more about the problems communication, or lack thereof, could cause, and how common those were in so many couple relationships. It soon became clear that communication and the quality of a relationship were interconnected in numerous ways. I spoke to many friends and couples who individually disclosed that they had no idea what their partner thought or felt concerning varying topics. As a result, it created a void or had already destroyed the relationship and resulted in divorce or separation. This was a tragedy, and I wanted to understand why these issues were so common in society. What were the causes of these communication breakdowns, and what could be done to improve our understanding so solutions could be found? My studies pointed to one truth: everybody yearns for connection, and fulfilling relationships depend on effective communication skills. Why? Well, animals are, by nature, social creatures, human animals in particular. From the time of our births, we bond with others, grow from others, and get the most out of our lives by being with others. We are designed to live in communities, to be rational beings. I believe God designed us that way because we function better within a team. We all have different strengths, weaknesses, and abilities, and skills. We benefit greatly from these facets when we are united, share our lives, and help each other. The 17th century English poet, John Donne, wrote, "No man is an island, entire of itself. Every man is a piece of the continent, a part of the main." He was writing about humanity as a whole being interconnected by God, its creator, and how we are designed by nature to be better off united than as isolated individuals. Thus, if we are unable to communicate effectively with the people around us, to become united, we feel pressured and incomplete. While it is true that you don't need constant fulfillment in this facet, constant company or parties every night, etc., it is a simple truth of nature that we all need to feel a connection to others. Through communication, we build these unifying relationships. That is not the end point, however, not by far. While eventually creating and building relationships is wonderful, the key, that many people overlook, is that relationships are dynamic. They are constantly changing and evolving, and only through proper and constant communication can we keep up with this evolution.